Headshot.
Hey guys, DField here, and welcome back to another episode of the Cube SMP Civil War season. How are you guys all doing today? We have very bad news, as you guys can probably tell. The NorthSide got wrecked this past war weekend. Oh my gosh, so many PvPers on the other team. It was a slaughter. It was a mad slaughter. It was terrible. Oh, very bad day. Very bad weekend for our side, but one good thing that did come out of it is my base is still alive. I was really thinking that Ant was going to betray, and I'm thinking that he's probably going to end up doing that sometime the next war, but this is not, it hasn't been found yet, but I'm assuming that in the next wartime, this war room is probably most likely going to be raided. So obviously, I'm kind of like really happy that I have this secret base to kind of, you know, chill out in for the next couple of weeks or whatever it is until the next war, but I'm still kind of sad at the same time because obviously we've lost a whole freaking bunch. But anyways, today guys, we're gonna go ahead and survey the damage and kind of talk about the plans that we are gonna be taking on the cube, because I told you guys we still have a lot of projects to finish for this season before I feel complete. So anyways, first of all, I need to update these maps. I got to bring all these map pieces back to their original locations because a lot of stuff has been added. Like the other watchtower isn't even here yet. Like this has been expanded now all the way going this way. And then I want to do a lot more work on this inner portion of our spawn area to kind of just make it a little bit more beautiful. So I'm going to be working on that, and I think that's going to be one of the biggest main projects that I do very soon. We go ahead and take a stroll on over to spawn. My inventory is really messed up right now because obviously I've kind of just been doing a little bit of organizing, and I'm making sure I have everything that I need to do. But anyways, we're going to take a walk on over to spawn and talk about all the damages and all the things that were lost. Man, it was a really tough weekend, guys. But anyways, hopefully you guys are excited for today's episode, and if you guys are, I would appreciate it if you guys hit that like button. If you guys are excited for more Cube streams, make sure you guys hit that like button, all of that fun stuff. So yeah, let me go ahead and take a walk on over to spawn. Should only take me about 5 minutes. Let's do it. Just now approaching spawn, and we're going to talk about the different small amount of damage that kind of occurred during this war. Now, we have a lot to talk about, and obviously there was not much structural damage. Like the only thing that kind of broke during the entire war was obviously the tower that got blown up. But guys, go freaking, oh my gosh, we weren't supposed to use TNT this war. That was like supposed to be like one of the main rules, and they ended up blowing the top of my tower here. Now, I did repair a majority of it on live stream earlier this week. So, I mean, obviously the tower is now fixed. Like, they didn't damage it too much, but still at the end of the day, it was all damaged and freaking, oh, it's annoying, man. All the chests up here are gone, but I have repaired the roof. I haven't yet added the glowstone piece that used to be in the middle of this, so I think I'm actually gonna do that right now real quickly, but I don't have a glowstone with me, so I have to make sure I gotta remember to do that. But the glowstone used to go there, I believe. Actually, no. Where's my silk touch pickaxe? Let me grab this real quick again. They blew up our tower. They made everything look freaking messed up, and I had to repair it myself. I still have to take down this tower, and I also have to repair the flag, which we're actually going to be doing in a second up over there. So that I was working on it, didn't get to finish it. The other thing that I also have to mention is they turned this yellow beam right here into a nice solid strawberry red beam during the war, and I was like, oh, it's like one of those things that's very small, but like the fact that they did it was like salt on the wounds. But we ended up repairing it. We took off the red glass block that was on the top, and then we ended up fixing it. Now the water is gone, so we're gonna have to rebuild. Actually, can we try to do this right now? I don't even remember if I know how to do this, but I'm gonna try. I think the water was like on this level, I believe, and then it went like that. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. There it is. All right, that looks good. All right, okay. That was a lot easier than expected. I thought it was gonna be a lot harder to recreate that water, the little waterfall that we had over there. But anyways, we grab the glowstone, or we're gonna go ahead and replace the little light tower, the watchtower over here. And then on the top, we gotta go ahead and replace the flag. Now, a lot of you guys, when we did build the flag the last time, a lot of you guys complained about how it looked. So I think I'm gonna try for a different flag design today. I'm not really sure how it's gonna turn out, but hopefully it turns out well. But let's put this here, and then the glass panes go right around this bad boy like so, and it just makes it look 100% beautiful, 100% perfect when it's like this. Now I think I'm gonna add a little bit of a glass on top here, kind of just connect it on the corner so it looks like it's really hanging off. I love the look of this. By the way, guys, for those of you guys who don't know, I did switch up the texture pack that we're using. We're currently using Huawei's Infinite 1.9 Edit. So it's almost basically the same thing as the previous texture pack as Finn's 1.9, but obviously the wood's not around anymore. Let me know what you guys like better. If you guys like Huawei's better, or if you guys like Finn's original 1.9 Infinite Edit, let me know in the comment sections below, because obviously I'm gonna use the one that you guys are more liking, because I don't know, I honestly think that Huawei's one looks a lot cleaner because he did clean up some of the textures on it. Really hope that I do have enough wool for this new design, but I'm gonna try to make it like, I'm gonna try to make this flag look like it's like fluttering in the wind, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm just gonna mess around with this. All right, guys, let me do this quick flag design. I don't really want to spend too much of today's episode focusing on this, because it is gonna take me about 5 to 10 minutes to complete this design. We'll be right back, and then you guys are gonna let me know if you like it or not. So this is the design so far. I'm trying to really make it look like it's fluttering in the wind, but it's really hard to freaking do when you're only working with one color. I might end up adding white wool to this to add a little bit more contrast to this build, but I'm not really sure. I've got 7 more yellow wool left. I'm just gonna mess around with a little bit of the background, I guess, of this flag, just to kind of make it pop out a little more. But man, it's really hard to make flags. Like, it's easy, but at the same time, it's also quite difficult, because if you misplace one, it throws off the entire dynamic of the flag itself. So I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit more. I've spent about a solid 10 minutes on this build already, and oh my god, it's only a freaking flag, Mark, come on. And there we have it. All right, there's the flag done. It looks pretty good. It looks kind of a little bit bulky towards this bottom side right here, so I might end up cutting off some wool right there to make it look a little bit less like that. But hey, it looks pretty good. It works as a flag. And right as I'm swimming out here, guys, oh my god, check this out. They blew up Straub's head, so we're gonna have to replace that and rebuild that sometime this week, because obviously that's going to be one of the things that we want to get done, because we do want Straub's head to be bleeding on top of the Statue of Liberty, which is kind of a little bit ironic. It's kind of really funny, actually. But let me go ahead and break this down to at least clean up a little bit of the work, man. They're leaving all the freaking dumb work to me, man. Like, I gotta do everything around here. What the heck, dude? Obvious that they're gonna break it down because it's against their leader, but at the same time, we also have to make sure that everything is cleaned back up so that it gets back to the original state. So anyways, it's not a big deal. It's only going to take us a little bit. Also, I told you guys this during the recording. I'm not sure if I added it into the episode. Let me take this freaking shield out of my inventory. It's taking up way too much of my dang screen. I thought that thing on top of B's head was like a beehive. Like, I thought that's what they were going for, because that's kind of what it looked like. It kind of looked like a beehive. But then I figured out that you guys, or like people in the what's it called, in the comment section, were telling me, and during the live streams, they're like, oh my god, that's a piece of poop on B's head. And I'm like, oh my god, it is. So I gotta take that down. Want to make sure that all of that is figured out right now, because I obviously don't want a freaking piece of poop on our queen's head. I gotta protect the dignity of our freaking queen, you know what I'm saying? So there's that. So we got to rebuild that head. That's going to be on our to-do list before we start on our hanging gardens. And then over here, guys, I have to show you this. This was a big pain in the butt, and I hate the south side for this. Like, this is probably the biggest thing that happened, or that they did during the war. Not really the biggest, but it's like the most annoying. So one of our war rules specifically for this season was that, or not this season, wait, before I lose my horse, let me put him back in the stable. But one of the war rules specifically for this war, for this past weekend, was we were not allowed to kill any animals, right? So like any horses, anything like that, you can't kill them unless the person attacking you is on the horse. So let's say Huawei was attacking me on his horse. I could then kill the horse, because then it's an instrument of war. So like, I'd be allowed to kill his horse. But since no one was really using horses on this side, none of the north side, or none of the south side actually had the ability to kill any of our horses. Now, what they did do, which is kind of like a dumb move to do, and it's really freaking annoying, they left and killed everything but 2 cows. All right, so we had like this entire pen was specifically for cow breeding, and they left only 2 cows left in here. So I've literally, like, over the past, couple of times I've been on the server, I've just been trying to rebreed and get our entire cow pen up to par, because obviously there was a ton of cows. You guys remember in past episodes and live streams, there was a ton of cows in there. They killed all those, and they did it to the chickens too. Like, not only the cows, but to the freaking chickens as well. Like, what the heck, man? Like, I wasn't even that BM. Like, I didn't do that. But next time for war, I don't care if we're on the same team. I don't care if we're working against something or whatever it is. I'm killing all their cows. I'm killing all their sheep too. And they killed our sheep. Every single one of them. Look at this. Our sheep pen is empty. That's probably the most annoying part of this entire experience here, man. Like that cuts the cake right there, bro. That literally cut the cake for me. Like, that just pissed me, not really pissed me off. I was just like, really, dude? Are you serious? But anyways, over here, Megan actually trapped her, like, she booby trapped her entire house. Now, I don't really want to walk in here because I'm not sure what traps have and haven't been tripped yet, but Megan's house, like, I don't know how many people's perspectives you can watch, but I am pretty sure that some of her traps did some damage because she had some really freaking insane looking traps inside her tree house over there. But doesn't look like she lost too much either because most of the trap rooms were pretty freaking intricate, to be honest with you. But obviously over here is the armory room, and they've obviously looted it. I think that one of our teammates actually took an armor set from here during the war, but it looks like they've looted everything else. The most ironic part of this armory room was that Ant was the one who built this, and he's the freaking betrayer, man. He's the one who betrayed us. Why would you leave me, Ant? I'm left all alone over here, man. What the heck? Oh, the struggles. All right, so here's the go. So you see this tree right here? This is a nice, beautiful looking tree. Like, it's like the center of this little what do you call this? Like this intersection. I want to make another one of those trees over here. Now the problem is you need to get lucky with the spawn of that really, really big freaking tree. Now, what the frick is this? Who did this? Who the heck did this? Now I have to freaking mine this up and make sure that I have grass to freaking make sure that this gets replaced. Oh my god, I didn't even realize this until now. All right, we're gonna have to redo this. A little bit of road work, a little bit of just grinding work, as you guys can tell right now, because we want to make sure that everything is back to normal here. And obviously war happens, guys. Like, that's, we're not salty about freaking people leaving and all that stuff, but war happens, and it's just what you got to do and what you got to deal with when both sides are under huge amounts of stress, and we're trying to get freaking raids on each other and all of that fun stuff. So it's not a big deal though. Somebody, I don't know who it was, but somebody literally took every single torch out of this tower. Like, I had torched up this entire tower. I don't know if it was like a troll or just something to annoy us, but like literally every single torch out of this entire tower was taken. So I have to go up in here and actually torch this up, otherwise creepers and stuff spawn inside there, which is obviously a nuisance. I don't want to have to deal with that during anytime that I'm in this war tower. So I want to make sure I torch up this entire area really quickly right here. Shouldn't take us too long. I haven't actually decorated the inside of this tower yet. I've only kind of built the the outer portions, but that's not too big of a deal over here. I can actually make the other, what is it called? I could actually make the other like watchtower area looking thing over here very soon. I could literally just plop it down right over there. So let me go ahead and grab another glowstone. We're finishing that up. Obviously today's episode, guys, as I said in the beginning, is going to be focusing on just repairing a lot of the stuff that was broken during wartime. But the next episode, I am going to be focusing a little bit on the next live stream on the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. So we're going to go ahead and get that kind of situated. So that's going to be those future plans. I know, guys. It's so freaking war, guys. War brings out the worst in everyone, you know what I'm saying? So let's do that instead. It looks a lot better, man. Looks just way better when the glowstone is like right here. Yeah, that looks a lot better. I take it back. I'm not gonna change up that design too much. That looks good. All right, so that's all torched up. Nothing should be spawning in these areas anymore. Man, it's just freaking. It was annoying, man. I saw creepers and stuff spawning in here earlier, and I was like, well, I gotta torch that up during the next daytime. Oh my gosh. So that's that. I think, is that everything that we needed to repair for the day? Oh, we need to repair this tree, and then I need to add another tree into this intersection right over here. So let's do that. They burned down, I don't know who it was, but they burned down this tree right over here. This was like a really nice looking tree that we had, and they just burned it down. Like, what the frick? Like, I don't know if it was them who actually did it, or like wartime, or just some random TNT like killed it, or whatever the heck happened. But man, what the heck, dude? Like, they did it. What the heck? All right, so we need one of these big trees to spawn, so it's gonna take us a couple of minutes to actually do this, but I do want to get this planned now. I don't know if we have any bone meal left. I hope that I need to go ask H if he's got any bone meal for me, because we got to make sure everything is bone mealed up to its maximum so that we can grow this tree really, really freaking fast. Oh, man. Oh, there we go. Whoo! Right in the last chest, dude. Literally right in the last chest, there's freaking bone meal. We only have 32, though. That's actually not that much. So we got 32 meal to go ahead and try to spawn in one of these large big trees right at the center of this bad boy over here. And to be honest with you guys, like, the south side, regardless of whether or not we lost the war, it looks beautiful over here. Let me show you guys this real quickly though, but hold on. I forgot to put grass blocks on the rest of this pathway so that the grass can regenerate and then we can pathway it back up. So let me go ahead and finish this off real quickly right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, 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 boom. All right, so we just gotta wait for this to grow, and then we can go ahead and pathway that thing over there. And then this, we need to make sure this grows into a big tree. Like, we just need a big tree to spawn right now. Like, first 2 tries, like, that's all that we need. Just one big tree. Nope, that's not a big tree. Come on, baby. Give me one big tree. That's all I ask for, guys. That's all I ask for. We have 12 tries, but we don't have that much, freaking, what is it called? Sugarcane, or not sugarcane. What am I saying here? We don't have that much freaking, bone meal. So we're just gonna have to mess around until a really, really big tree comes out. Come on, dude. What are the chances of a big tree spawning, actually? Like, I actually don't know the exact statistics of a big tree spawning, but hey, whatever. Oops, I'm doing it wrong. I'm wasting sugar. Oh my god, this has to break for. Are you serious right now? Are you freaking serious? All right, I'm gonna keep on spawning this in. Hopefully one eventually gets spawned so that we have a big tree over here, but I don't even know. We don't have that much bone meal left, to be honest with you. Let me go ahead and make some shears real quickly here, and then we'll be able to just take down the leaves real fast. Now, I do want to drop off some of this stuff, man. Like, I've filled up my dang inventory, and I wasn't being very smart about it, and yeah. All right, let's go ahead and cut this down. We need a big tree to spawn, please. This took us so long. Ant was the one who decorated this in the past, so I think I still remember how he did it, but let's go. Oh man, it's gonna be freaking annoying. Come on, baby, give me a big tree. Yeah, there it is. Okay, that's perfect. That's beautiful. All we have to do, I'm gonna kind of copy the design over here. He put like stone slabs and stuff at the bottom of the tree, which makes it look a little bit more official. And I think I'm gonna add something along the lines of a torch, or like a grassy, like glowstone lighted area very, very soon as here as well. It just makes it look a lot neater, a lot nicer. And it's coming together, guys. It's coming together. And one more big tree over there, but we don't have much bone meal left, so that might be an issue, but we'll see exactly what happens here. Let me see. We have exactly 4 over here. Dude, these big trees, these naturally spawned big trees look the best for decorating, man. It honestly does. Check it out, man. Check that out. All right, we're gonna put torches right here because we want to make sure this stays lit. Boom, and there it is. Dude, look at that. Check it out. All right, so this is what I wanted to show you guys. Right before I end today's episode, I am going to be doing a little bit of off-camera work here because I do want to repair a lot more of this land and make sure everything looks, still looks beautiful. But check this out. I was looking at this earlier, and man, south side, or not south side, north side, honestly looks really freaking good. Like, check this out. I'm gonna do a slow pan. Can I go into F8 where it's like, wait, actually, what's the button for that? What is the button for like the for the cinematic shot? Toggle cinematic camera, F8. There we go, F8, boom. Check this out. Like, look at this. Doesn't that not look cool? Like, our land, Team Northside, regardless of whether or not we lost the war, it just looks beautiful, doesn't it? Like, look at that. Land everywhere. There's trees. There's pathways going everywhere. There's a dock. We're going to be building ships. We're going to be building everything. And it's just turning out very, very freaking well. Like, and I'm loving the way that everyone's been working on this side anyways, on our builds. And it just looks really freaking beautiful. And let's be real, like, I'm loving the fact that we're learning how to build, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, guys, let me toggle this off and go ahead and do this. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode of the Cube SMP. If you guys did enjoy, I would appreciate if you guys hit that like button for us. This is DField. We'll see you guys next time.